and as you can all see, you have a paper cup in your hands. So first, I want you to raise your hand if you dined at the SLP this week. Okay, so who got a drink? Yes? Alright, so when you get a drink, you always use a paper cup, because that's what they have, right? So did anyone consider the amount of waste that we produce when we each take a paper cup? This is a pretty small class, and I want you to stack the cups up here, just so you can see how a small class can add to, can create a lot of waste. So we're gonna have you guys stack the cups up here, if that's okay.
Oh. You're gonna have to be kind of creative, but that's not what I think.
If you want. Okay, so in a small class, there's already almost a table of paper cups, and especially with the extras we had. And imagine that, multiplied by tons, because everyone in school goes through the SLP at some point, and most people take a drink, and sometimes people take 2 or 3 drinks. So our group thought that this was a serious problem on campus, especially if we want to be a green campus. So today we are going to address this problem and discuss some solutions that we came up with. And Sarah is going to introduce us.
Alright, thanks, Jan. So our project addresses the problem of excessive waste due to the exclusive use of paper cups at the SLP. The SLP currently uses paper cups, and I have on your desks and over here. And as you can see, the paper wasted every day by each person. Each person that has a drink at the SLP is concerning. And we believe this problem should be fixed because the university prides itself on its slogan, "Be Blue, Go Green," an initiative, and if we feel that if the university wants to promote that to have an environmentally conscious student body, there needs to be some changes put into place to stay consistent with that mentality. And Victoria is going to explain how we brainstormed and researched what possible solutions and what other schools have done to try to fix this problem.
Okay, so as we realized that waste can be produced from even a small class like this, it's a major concern on the campus. So we looked at other universities and what they do to manage the waste. So at Pomona College in Claremont, California, at the beginning of each year, they issue each student with a reusable water bottle and a plastic container that they can take into the cafeteria instead of using paper takeout boxes. So although this seemed like a good idea, we know that college students lose valuable things, and to be quite honest, if you get paper or a plastic box, you're not going to care about where it goes, but you're going to ask for another one. So it's going to cost the school more and more money to just keep replacing these things. We also then looked at Swarthmore College, and they used research that said by simply relocating where their paper cups are, it reduced waste by 40%. So at a small college, that's a drastic change, but at a bigger college here like USD, we decided that we wanted to create a bigger impact, so completely eliminated the use of paper cups. And Melissa will go into further detail.
So as Victoria explained, we had to go through many different ideas to finally come up with our best solution. And so we came up with 2 different types of cups that we would institute into the SLP. One type would be washable and reusable plastic cups for things like sodas and juices. And then we would have ceramic mugs, so you could use that for like tea and coffee and hot chocolate and all those types of drinks. Well, it doesn't really matter, you can use them for either, but it just gives options, although it's like still eco-friendly. And then using these would create like that eco-friendly environment in the SLP, and we wouldn't really even have to all of us aren't really trying hard to do that. It's just automatically happening because of what we have in there. So we would automatically be more green. And then so Shannon would explain.
So now that we discussed the solutions, we thought that the easiest way to get this implemented would be to first advocate for our cause. So since the majority of people on campus kind of have these green values, and it's something that a lot of people could mobilize quickly, we thought we would first get the support of other student groups. And then next we would contact the manager of the SLP and explain to him why this would be viable for the school and it would go along with our mottos. And we would suggest that for the plastic cups for sodas, that we could still have a company like Coca-Cola sponsor them because they already sponsor the paper cups. But this way, it would just be more a sturdy cup that you can just keep using and washing. And then for the ceramics, since the plates are already ceramic in the SLP, we would just see if that company would consider supplying ceramic mugs. And we found out that the ceramic plates and like utensils in the SLP are paid for in our tuition, so we could try to see if that company supplying the plates would have like a small deal where the mugs wouldn't be that much expensive and it wouldn't have to raise tuition, but we could work it into the SLP budget.
All right. So in conclusion, we've talked about the use of paper cups in the SLP and different ways that other colleges and our college could help this problem. And obviously SLP isn't the only dining hall on campus that uses the paper cups, but we thought that the SLP would be a good start to be a little more eco-friendly. And we hope that from this presentation, you'll be a little more conscious about the next time you take a drink and what kind of cup you're using and how many, and maybe you'll decide to be blue and go green.
Does anybody have any questions for Fab 5? Please do it.
The SLP.
We just asked them.
Which also was interesting because we asked them, we like went up to them and said, if we have a project, is there a chance we could get them? And he just like handed us a sleeve, no problem, there's 50 cups in a sleeve, without like even questioning, oh there goes 50 cups, who knows what they're going to do with them. So that was just interesting to us as well, because they clearly don't.
It wasn't like I
Yeah.
had to explain really in depth like what I was doing with it. He was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll just use sleeve. And it's just like, that's a lot of cups. Like, I don't know, it just seemed very careless, but I appreciate it.
Are you gonna give them back?
If
Well,
they
you
want
guys
them,
should
yeah.
definitely take a couple.
Oh.
I don't know what we're
Use them at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Are there any groups on campus that are already working to further, green?
There's
green
definitely like sustainability clubs, and I mean I know at Missions Cafe they have a like gardening club and a compost to help try and reduce waste, but we don't think that there's anything that directly addresses this issue, and especially when you put food away in the SLP, when you put it onto the like revolving whatever it is, I don't know, there's no like recycling trash. The only place you can throw out those cups is a regular trash bin. So you can't even have the option easily to recycle it. You'd have to like go outside of the SLP with like 4 cups and then throw them in the recycling. So that's another.
And then there is Kill the Cup, but that's like providing your own coffee mug everywhere you go. And so, I mean, I don't see that many people doing it because it's kind of like on yourself. But this way, if it's already there, then it's easier to access than like carrying around your own mug all the time.
Any more questions? All right, thanks so much, Fab 5.